Barranquilla Carnival is a celebration that Colombia offers to the world.
Barranquilla's Carnival is one of the most important festivities in Colombia that includes rhythms like cumbia, garabato, mapalé, and the marimondas.
The traditions of the carnivals are based on the creativity of our people, which improve our identity.
In this video, we are going to talk about some kinds of the traditional dances of the Barranquilla's Carnival. So, girls, let's start. In the Barranquilla's Carnival, one of the most important and known character is the marimonda, originated in Barranquilla. This character is represented by its own dance movement. The Carnival Foundation of Barranquilla says that the marimonda in its beginnings defined the mocking Barranquillero and with few resources. In the beginning of the 20th century, the costume was created by a poor Barranquillero. This man created it because he couldn't afford any expensive or fancy costume for the carnival. And how did he do? He put on pants and a jacket, but worse, a pair of socks like gloves, and he made a mask with a sack of flour. Then, with the covers of an old pillow, he made rings that he stuffed with a sponge to simulate big eyes, a mouth, and a long nose. Then he added the tie, which represents a mockery of the high class, for those people who are only going to collect the salary without working. As the time passed, the marimondas started to represent dance groups in Barranquilla's Carnival, and their costume became more modern and elaborated. Currently, the costume of the marimonda has a mask with a long nose, big floppy ears, and a bright jacket and pants in reverse. It is accompanied by a scandalous whistle too. Also, the concept has changed, and the marimonda symbolizes the jocular type. This character is always colorful and representing fun people. They are practically known as the clowns of the carnival, always being silly and bringing joy to the crowd with their funny dance and uncoordinated movements. And well, talking about their coordinated movements, in their dance, marimondas shake their legs and move arms as chicken. Also, they act as if they were attacked by ants. In Barranquilla's Carnival, the most known marimondas are the marimondas of El Barrio Abajo neighborhood. As we noticed in the last video, the marimondas have an important role in Barranquilla's Carnival by bringing happiness to any situation, and it's important to say, they have become a symbol of Barranquilla City.
The mapalé is one of the Colombian rhythms from the Atlantic coast that is most heavily associated with poorly African roots. It is extremely fast rhythms, and it is traditionally played with two types of drums, the tambor and the tambora, that are also supported by clapping. Nowadays, musicians playing the rhythm often add a watch, which is a shaker. The tempo often accelerates drastically throughout the piece, in such a way that generates an intensely spirited excitement within both the audience and the dancers. The dance was introduced by African slaves brought in ships by the Spanish, who came mainly from Angola. There is a myth that says that the movements are based on the mapalé fish, and is the movement that made the fish when it's out of the water. Male dancers typically dress in colorful pants and no shirts, while female dancers wear short skirts and raffia in order to accentuate their movements. Mapalé is full of passionate energy. That energy appears to be free and unrestricted. With their jumps, falls, and quick movements, the dancers speed vibrant life from their bodies into the air and eyes of the viewers. African slaves who were situated on the Caribbean coast of Colombia first created and practiced the ballet during the 16th century. It is believed that it was originally danced and played on the night on the banks of the Magdalena River, with using drums, clapping, and singing. Throughout the years, it is said that a rather of sexual element has been included in this dance. Not only is Mapole a truly amazing rhythm and dance to listen and watch, but it is also a significant Afro-Colombian form of expressive that has been preserved for hundreds of years.
Cumbia is a rhythm that used to be danced at popular and traditional festivals of the Colombian Caribbean coast. Long time ago, when electric lights didn't exist, it was replaced by a candles fire. In cumbia, the musicals are the center of the dancing wheel, and around them, the couple spin non-stop to the rhythm of features and sensual movement. Choreographically is defined as a seduction dance in which the woman assumes a submissive attitude while the men dance around her to getting closer and closer each time. For this, the woman uses a mode of lit candles, like a torch, to drive him away while they move in circles. The woman sets the pace of cumbias during the dance, with movement of her hips, wearing a long skirt that moves with elegance and subtlety. Cumbia was danced for a night near to the ocean, and many of its movements reflect the emotion of the fishermen and farmers' work who dance during the day. Over time, the look of cumbia has changed. For example, as the clothing has become wider and the dance is frequently performed by routines of movements. However, the basic steps and structure of the dance preserve its origins. Cumbia has been carried inside a strong African print. Like many traditional dances, it passes from the local to national projections, becoming a representative symbol of the Colombian culture.
Garabato is a typical dance of Colombian Caribbean coast, where we can see the confrontation between life and death. The word garabato is the name given to a wooden stick with a hook at the end. It has yellow, red, and green ribbons like the Barranquilla's flag. The music that accompanies these musical genres is chandé. It comes from the fusion of indigenous rhythms and African music. It is performed in a traditional way with a tambora, flutes, maracas, and colored drum. The chandé is a courtship rhythm. The main costumes consist in a yellow shirt, blue bead, black pants, white socks, black shoes, red cape adorned with 1,000 colors, white hat with the same ribbons of the garabato, and in the hand the men take the garabato. In addition, the men paint their faces in white with 2 red circles in the cheeks. The women wears a long skirt with 3 washes of the same colors of Barranquilla's flag. The blouse with red neckline and 3 washes too. In the head, cayenne flowers and black shoes. Accompanying the dance, cannot miss the death's costume, which consists of an entire black suit stamped with a white skeleton, and in the hand a huge scythe. In addition, the wearer of the costume should paint their face with a skull.